Hey, so you guys voted on my Twitter recently for what video you wanted to see next, and you chose 100 useless facts about me, which is pretty cool. It's like a getting to know you, getting to know me, getting to know you kind of buzz. We're getting to know each other. And on Twitter I gave you guys the opportunity to ask me what facts you wanted to know too. So I'll try and answer them for you as best I can. So here we go. So fact number 1. All my stats fall into the average range. Average height, I'm 5'6". Average weight, I'm not telling you what I weigh. Average everything. But I have unusually small feet. I have a size 3 foot, and yes, sometimes my calves hurt. My entire family live over in Spain. I only have one sibling, an older brother. I am the youngest. I have a niece, she is 6. My favourite food in the whole world is Domino's pizza. I've done a lot of acting work. Some roles in TV shows include Penny Dreadful. I played Eva Green's nurse and it got largely cut. I've done a lot of TV commercials. A lot of people have seen my face, but they don't know where they know my face from, so I get a lot of, do I know you? But the answer is no, you don't know me. I was in the Junior Red Cross when I was younger. I used to write poetry, and when I was 7 I wrote the best poem in Ireland for a 7-year-old, and it was about the beach. I still look to poetry sometimes in my life, and my favourite poem is Rudyard Kipling's If. I prefer reading non-fiction to fiction. When I was younger, I wanted to be a cartoonist, and I used to spend a lot of time drawing cartoons. My kiss list includes Dad, earmuffs, a wrestler, a scientist, a dancer, a fellow YouTuber, and an Elvis impersonator. But I've only had 3 serious boyfriends. Throughout my life, I've intermittently had what is known as an anxiety tremor, which is when your hand basically just starts shaking for no good reason. It's quite annoying. I was the chairperson of my university drama society and film society. I find standardized testing really easy because you just have to remember stuff. I used to force my classmates to do a play every year, and I would always take the lead role. When I was younger, I cut my hair to look like Buffy, and I really regretted it because actually my face just stayed the same, but I didn't look like Buffy. I once dyed my hair brown, and I was the only person I knew who liked it. The only colour I haven't dyed my hair is red, but when I was a baby I had red hair and then it went white when I was 1.5. These 3 inches are my natural hair colour. I'm growing it out. I consider myself neither liberal nor conservative. I just conclude my own views on every topic and take them as they come. I have had skin cancer and have to go back regularly for checkups. Stage 2 melanoma. I've actually never been sunburned in my life, always wear sun cream, it just runs in my family. When I was 9, I got the school bullies in trouble by standing on top of a toilet and recording them bullying someone with a dictaphone. My favourite drink in the whole world is pink champagne. Probably because I like the pose. My celebrity crush is Paul Rudd. So dreamy. When I grow up, I want to convert a church into a house. My favourite TV show is Doctor Who. Sometimes I get fixated on my words being even numbers and not odd numbers. So for example, the word example, eggs, pull. Eggs, P-L. And then there's an E spare. And that worries me. I got glasses when I was 6 and asked the optician for a second opinion. For my 21st birthday, I got laser eye surgery and I haven't looked back. Facts did not feature my first viral video. Some of my really early subscribers to this channel will have seen the video that went viral, but I took it down. So shady. Maybe somebody in comments will clue you guys in. My least favourite people in the entire world are people who put their seat back on the plane on not very long flights. If it's a long flight, you can put the seat back, but if it's only an hour, you're just being annoying. I have a master's in film theory and history, and I have an undergraduate degree in psychoanalysis, English literature and film studies. I have a very high pain threshold. I had asthma when I was a kid, but I grew out of it. When I was prepubescent, I used to draw on my face with Crayolas before I could buy makeup. And that led to one in school calling me Crayola for 6 years. When I was in school, I was on every sports team, but I wasn't that good. The sound of nail files is my biggest pet peeve. My nickname as a child was Howard, after Howard Hughes, because I was obsessed with cleanliness. When I was younger, my biggest secret was that I had a teddy bear, but it's not a secret anymore. He doesn't look weird. I used to really worry about it. I was scared of dogs when I was younger. Terrifying. I mostly buy my clothes in thrift shops. Every day I eat my breakfast in bed. I once sang the Canadian anthem on Canadian television. I've been a bridesmaid 5 times. I like pranks, but I dislike April Fools. My personal thoughts on plastic surgery are that I would use it to put things back the way they were, but I wouldn't necessarily change the size or shape of anything. So for example, when I get older and get jowls, I'm gonna get them put back. Because I'm gonna be super rich and I'll be able to afford it. I've worked as Elsa for Disney. I've worked as Barbie for Mattel. Well, actually, I got there and they recast me as Skipper because I wasn't blessed enough. My first job was working in an Irish store called Dunn's Stores. And ever since then, I have only worked in menswear. Because women are messy. I do acting jobs for people's exams. I've acted in lawyer exams as a witness and as an accused person. And I've acted in doctor's exams as a patient. But the most fun was when I did the mediation exams and I just got to argue with my friend all day. I can't bend my thumb without bending my index finger. I can push it in, but when I bend it, that one comes down too. I do believe aliens exist. I believe a lot of conspiracy theories and think the New World Order is out there. I had 2 goldfish growing up called Fishy and Bubbles. My favourite colour is yellow. My favourite number is 6. The first thing I do when I go to a hotel room is clear away all the paperwork. Menus, receipts, instructions, they have to go. One thing that's sure to relax me is preening. I like to preen. Let the moisturiser soak in, blow dry your hair. In college, when I was assigned the job of boom operator, I deliberately dropped the boom into shots so that I didn't have to do it anymore. Something I'm really bad at is mopping. Just can't get on board with mopping. Can't do it. I had an operation when I was younger to get a tooth that was growing here. Out. Like it was growing in my palate. In my palate. I'm a freak. When I was younger, I used to fling myself across the schoolyard in order to get a plaster with a cartoon on it. When I was younger, I used to pretend to be more into God than I was so that I could do the readings for maths, because I liked performing. Growing up, I had an altar in my bedroom. I was a very precocious child. Sometimes I blink with one eye. My favourite YouTuber, aside from the people I know obviously, is Shane Dawson. My second favourite YouTuber is Charisma on Command. I spend a good part of my life bedazzling things that don't need bedazzling. My favourite flavour of crisps is barbecue. I don't drink tea. Controversial. I don't like tea. I've written an entire feature film script, but I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day. My weight can fluctuate half a stone in one day. Like I can weigh one thing in the morning and weigh something else completely different at night. I hate cooking. I'm a Pisces, if that means anything to you. I like my name, but I hate when people call me Diana. It has an E, not an A. I do get that they're similar, but it just has a whole different vibe that isn't me. I was nearly called Jessica or Olivia. My top 3 things I look for in a partner are funniness, kindness, and loyalness. Sometimes when I'm alone in the house, I'll act out the entire show of Les Mis as different characters. One minute I'll be Valjean, the next minute I'll be Fantine. I don't have terrestrial television in my house. I live in a house with one other roommate called Katrina. I do not like to hike. I don't see the point. What happens when you get to the top? Come back down. I have a Wii U and I play Mario Kart all the time. Come play me, my username is Die901. I have a lot of different types of friends. I went to a really weird school for a while and we used to have to wear graduation capes and go to chapel every day. I learned Esperanto and Hebrew in school. I'm very interested in psychological experiments. At one point I represented my school at discus. If I fancy somebody, I tend to ignore them and be mean to them, a la a 4-year-old. I think I'm quite good at makeup, but I'm terrible at face painting. One time I showed my mom pictures of face painting I'd done professionally and she told me I couldn't go around charging people for that. When I was younger, I was a junior lifeguard. My beach was a place in Wicklow called British Bay. I used to do hip-hop dancing in stage school, but I wasn't very good. I struggled to get down with my bad self. I think that's it. I think that's 100 facts. If you want to know anything else, do ask me. And if you're going to share this video somewhere, tag me in it so I can thank you personally. See ya.